recipe, girl, you tell them about. Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope, baby, move that dope, baby, move that dope. Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope, baby, move that dope, baby, move that dope.
June wanted daughters in his life.
Yeah, because if that was a boy, I'd have punched his fucking head through the wall.
Punch her fucking head off.
I'd be like,
Joan. I wanted girls, baby. What is it like being
so
bad?
we had a Donald Trump is president again, and allegedly you and I will be picking cotton tomorrow. So let me ask you a question.
In what field?
I don't know, but wasn't he president before?
President?
When he was picking cotton when he was president last time. That's the field you're gonna be in this time.
I actually, the cotton field that I was at, I lost under the Biden administration when I didn't want to get vaccinated. I was forced to resign from my job. So that's the only cotton field I was at, the plantation.
No, Trump was president when that happened.
What? That was 2021.
When they
He
mandated,
lost in 2020. They mandated 2021.
But he was mandating that shit too, though.
Before that?
Yeah, everybody was on. That don't even. COVID is not even a conversation to have about presidents. That was a world thing. I personally think I don't want to be that guy. They put COVID on Trump because they needed something to fuck it up. I'm going to be completely honest with you. When Trump said he was running for president, I thought that shit was a joke.
The first time.
Yeah, right? I mean, clearly we know, right? Because he was president.
Some coming to life.
Right? So then he shocked everybody by doing a decent job. Like, nobody expected. Like, you got to tip your hat to a motherfucker that was a reality star one day, right? And not just a reality star. Clearly, we know he's a marketing genius. He was a billionaire, right? And then president of the United States the next. And then actually did an okay job as president. As much as everybody want to act like, oh, this motherfucker, he did what the average president did while they were president. Like, believe it or not. Like, this is...
I don't got funding for HBCUs.
Everybody does, though. I don't even want to divulge into all of the specifics of that. We're just going to talk about how everybody is so upset that it's him and not Kamala, and how people are not speaking to people, how people feel like, oh, you're dumb if you voted for Trump, and the polls show that a lot of these motherfuckers who arguing online didn't go and vote, and this is another thing I'm glad, right, that happened. Motherfuckers be thinking because they so relevant online, because Kamala was very relevant on social media within my social circles. Mm-hmm. I can't say all because I don't know Asians. I don't follow many Asians. I don't follow many Jews, Italian, whatever it may be. The majority of people that I follow on social media are black. Let's call it what it is, right? Mm-hmm. And she was very popular amongst the people I follow. I think, like 2,000 some people, right? She was very popular. Based on all of the big platforms that I follow, when you look at the comments and all that, everybody was Kamala. How did she lose the popular vote in such large portions if she was as popular as she said with women? Because they were saying men are misogynists if they don't vote for a woman to be president. And I'll be completely transparent with you. And as a man, if I have a choice on who I want to lead me in a situation like that, I'm not picking a woman, me personally, because I don't think women are fit to lead in that situation. And to prove my point,
lead the country,
lead a group of men in anything for that matter, right? In my personal opinion, in most things, right? I'm like now, if I went somewhere and they had a female leader already, I'm gonna fall in line because clearly they chose her. But again, if it was my choice, I would choose a man to lead.
Okay, what's your reasoning behind that?
Because, all right, Kamala lost, and when she lost, what did she do?
She didn't come out to address all of the Howard University students who waited for her for hours.
Now, how fucked up it is if your leader takes you into battle, sends you into battle, because he didn't take you into battle, right? Everybody support him. They waited out there. They waited out there for her for 6 hours, hoping she would win. Then when she didn't win, she didn't even have the decency or the respect to come out there and tell these people, You know what? It's been a long night. Thank you for supporting me. I'll have more to say tomorrow. She sent some random motherfucker out there to go and tell them she not gonna talk to them tonight. She'll talk to them tomorrow. Now, you're a leader,
people
right?
felt like that they was like, oh, it was okay for her to do that, and then because she congratulated Trump in the morning, that was okay. It's like, oh well, she congratulated Trump. He would have never did that, or his supporters would have never congratulated her.
Why is it about Trump?
And I'm like, no.
Fuck Trump. Not saying to you. I'm saying
she should be
why are they still? That's why she lost the fucking election because she keep worrying about Trump. What the fuck does that got to? What does her congratulating Trump have to do with her not showing the respect to her supporters and the people that she got with her? Mm-hmm. Nothing. That's absolutely nothing to do with that.
So a parent from I had posted it, one of the Howard University students, she was upset. She was with Kamala, right? Because now it's back Kamala. It's not Kamala anymore. So whichever way we're gonna call her, Miss Harris. We're gonna just say Miss Harris.
Her name is Kamala.
Miss Harris, right?
My mama name is Shamala.
No, Vice President Harris. She was like, she found it disgraceful, and it was like, okay, we're done with the blacks. We don't need you anymore. Now we discard all these students there were some students that they were looking up to her, right, to be the first black or minority female president, right?
Black. And
for those who supported her and just wanted to get a look or a glimpse of her for hope for what their future could be.
Yeah.
You know, to even for them to be encouraged to do so. Maybe they might decide to run for president in the future. But for her to not come out, like you said, when they sat there, they're kids, some of them, you know, they're adults between the ages of 18 and 21, some is alumni, but to not come out and address them, it was distasteful to me. So
to add to that, I don't think all women lack the emotional intelligence to be leaders, right? Me personally, I have yet to see one. If you look at the numbers of females that are CEOs, right? And we can always go, oh, that's because the man is always keeping women down. And I can't agree with that narrative because the reality of it is, in most cases, from my experience, when women are put in position, right, of leadership or in control, based on their emotions on certain things, they fucking create chaos. Like that I've seen personally. I've seen it, and not just against men, against other women. When you work the average job, right, there's almost every woman can attest to this, right? Not all, but almost most. Because I've had somebody tell me they never went through that, right? The older women on the job, especially the older women where they manage the supervisor, they treat the younger women like they're incompetent. Mm-hmm. That's not good leadership.
No. I think that's why people love me. And whenever I'm in a managerial role or a leadership role, I love younger people because you can learn so much from them, but at the same time, I know what it is to be a young person coming into the work field and having exactly what you said, older manager, supervisor, a director, feeling like you're incompetent, not being open to your ideas, talking down on you, just, you know, just they feel like, oh, I'm older, I have more experience than you. And sometimes I don't feel like it's experience. They just feel like I'm older than you. It's like a mother-child thing.
Yeah.
They don't know how to talk to people with respect. That's like one of the biggest complaints that you hear.
Mm-hmm. And there's men that do it as well. I don't want to subject it to just women, but I see it more from women.
I feel like men do it to other men, or men do it to women.
Bitch ass men do that, but for the most part, this is why we have shit like, think about it, right? Like, even if you take it, let's take it to the hood, right? When somebody has an OG, a large majority of the time it's a male, female or male. She'll be like, oh, that's my OG, right? How many females coming out of the hood do you see that, real quick, right?
No, I was gonna say I don't have any.
Oh, right, no, that you see though. Even if you don't personally have one, do you see like, oh shit, she took her up under her wing? Women be competitive in the hood with younger girls forever. You be like, bitch, you 45, 50, trying
to in the club with me.
You trying to compete with the young girls for the same dick. Like, you look crazy. And even when they start going clubbing with their kids, right? When their kids is of age, you look crazy, right? So back to the leadership role. You're supposed to have a leadership role is supposed to show them better than what you had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, which I'm a little all over the place, but now back to my whole point of the emotional intelligence. Like, when women get to a space where something bothers them, not all, some women, that shit just, they just go off the deep end. They just be like, "Ugh," and again, not to keep stressing it, her not coming out. Like, I would love to know the reason, because you knew you was losing the whole night. So it wasn't like it was close.
I felt like they knew she was gonna win, and they didn't have a speech prepared
for her to
lose, and she couldn't win it. So hence the Cardi B teleprompter issue. You gotta think about it. What has Kamala has said during the interview other than wave her hands and laugh? I can't even do her the laugh, and then it's the you ever seen the people do the bouncy ball thing when they talking the words? So it's like what, she never says anything. She talks a lot, but she's never said anything to me. So now I want people to feel like I would have been in support. Every interview I've watched, I've gained no information on her.
Yeah.
Other than her,
I feel like the whole shit was a shit show from her and Trump.
So
I feel like
that's how I was thinking. I was like, maybe they didn't prepare for her to lose.
Yeah.
So she didn't have a speech prepared just in case. They didn't want to be a pessimist. They was trying to be so optimistic that they didn't even prep a speech that just in case we don't win.
But there's no speech.
I mean, no, you should come from the heart, right?
Yeah, like, yo,
I feel you said that. She said, you win some, you lose some, at least you try.
No, fuck no, she don't even, from where I'm at with it, I don't even care if you address your laws. That's the people that fucking carried you here, man. I don't even care about, she ain't even gotta say, it's obvious. It's like when you go to a boxing match, right? We've been backstage with boxers, right? You don't go back there and be like, damn, nigga, that nigga. In that moment, you don't tell your boxer, that nigga fucked you up. Tomorrow, the days after, we gonna cut ass.
We watching the tape.
We watching the play, man. Damn, nigga. Right? It's like in that society where he was so, he's like, this look like King would be your ass the other night, right? But you go back there and you don't expect him to not be thankful that we rolled it out with him. You get what I'm saying? Like, you like, yo, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
We always say that. We like,
get him next time.
Like, damn, they corners discouraging him.
Yeah.
They already
put in his head he lost. Before
and the fight is not over until the last bell ring, right?
It ain't over until you didn't lose until they announce it. So even after the bell ring, you still ain't lose.
Taking their confidence away.
Yeah, you lose, and that's why I like sidebar just on the bus. I love Adrian Broder because even when he lose, he don't lose. But back to that. So now we got all these people on the internet that's like, I had put up a post, right? It said Kamala, Harris, Trump, strippers. I checked those strippers. I was like, I voted for the strippers. Clearly my candidates didn't win, but I love all of y'all still. I'm not unfollowing y'all, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Timeless Products on the gram is his name. He put up, he lost followers, right? And I'm like, yo, it's sad that in America where people are in the same breath somebody prompt you to vote, like, oh, you gotta vote, but then tell you who to vote for. Like, who the fuck are you to tell me who to vote for, right?
I was the least bit pressed with that. So many people was like, oh, I'm gonna follow you. I'm like, bitch, I didn't even know you were following me to begin with. Yo, you don't follow me. You don't even engage with me. Like, you a fucking lurker.
So
like, you're an entire lurker.
Like, yo,
but
bro,
you on my post.
Y'all don't support me.
Mind you, I'm trolling all day.
Me too.
I will vote. Mm-hmm. I'm Donald Trump. I don't give a fuck about the shit. This shit, I know people feel like that. I'm like, y'all didn't even talk about voting on a local level, your board of education, your borough presidents, your councilmen, your sheriffs, you know, or the city council. I'm like, y'all, everything was Kamala Trump. There's the shit that really would affect you.
It was 5.
Y'all got motherfucking city bikes taking parking spaces in y'all community or whatever, and they putting bike paths. Now they putting meters where there wasn't no meters and stuff. I'm like, that's the shit that y'all should be concerned about. Not no motherfucking $12 million stimulus.
Yeah.
Or who gave a stimulus check? I'm like, cause y'all got PPPs and unemployment. Didn't have no jobs, right? So I got unemployment for almost 2 years.